So last week we talked about what cellulite is. This week we're going to talk about how to get rid of it, how to go from looking like this to looking like this. Keep watching. So there's so many cellulite treatments out on the market, things with weird names like Goodbye Cellulite. I have no idea where they get these names, but before you consider cellulite treatment, it's worth knowing the level of cellulite you have. If you have cellulite that is barely visible to the naked eye, you are probably a grade 0 or grade 1, which is really good news because you can definitely improve it. If you have cellulite that is kind of grade 2 or 3, then that is cellulite that is kind of at a moderate level and you can still do something about it, but you really need to start now. Grade 4 cellulite, that's terminal cellulite, very advanced. That is cellulite that has been living on your body, paying rent for years, if not decades, and is very difficult, if not impossible, to get rid of. But there's still some things you can do about it. So the first treatment I'm going to review is actually not even a treatment that you put in your body. It's high intensity interval training, HIIT, which is basically when you work out at a very high intensity level for a short period, and this has been proven time and time again to get rid of fat across the whole body, and if you do it long enough, it will even get rid of fat where you have the cellulite, which is usually very difficult to get rid of. So notice I did not say exercise because that is vague. It needs to be the right type of exercise, and HIIT, high intensity interval training, is what you need to get rid of it. Have you ever seen a female fitness model with cellulite or a female bodybuilder with cellulite? I don't think so. Next treatment option I'm going to look at is creams and lotions, which is what you guys love because it's easy, it's simple, it's something you can put on, and you're wondering, oh, is there such a cream that I can put on today that I'll wake up tomorrow and all my cellulite is gone? Unfortunately, no, there isn't such a cream, but there are some creams that if you use it patiently and for a long enough period, that they will make a difference. Creams that contain coffee scrubs, yep, the coffee that you drink. There are scrubs that are made with coffee extract. Creams with L-creatinine, which is a protein, work quite well. There are even creams with aminophyline, which is actually a drug used for respiratory problems, but some creams contain that. And the way all these creams or all these active ingredients work is that they block something called the alpha receptor. The alpha receptors are receptors present on the fat cells that are causing all these problems in cellulite, and by blocking these receptors we find that it's easier to get rid of these fat cells and improve the appearance of cellulite. Of course, when you buy any product, it's really important to do your research on the brand, see the feedback that people are giving it before you just jump in and buy it. And definitely don't buy any of these rubbish creams that people sell on market stalls on a Sunday. Next treatment option I'm going to look at is called vacuum rolling and radio waves. Yeah, it sounds like something out of a sci-fi film. Vacuum rolling is a process where we basically use brute force to melt and physically destroy the fat cells. You have it done in salons and dermatology clinics, and it's just basically brute force mechanical method to destroy the fat cells. From what I read, it achieves temporary results in some people. Real downside to this is that you need to keep going regularly for months and years to see permanent or significant benefit. And from my knowledge, people do not have the patience to go to something month after month, year after year, just to see some results. That's not going to happen. By the way, radio waves is basically applying certain radio frequencies in an effort to melt and break down the fat levels which is causing the cellulite in the first place. It's used quite often. It's used together with the vacuum rolling to achieve perfect or good results. Another surgical option is something called SUBCISION surgery. This does not get rid of the cellulite or the fat. It basically hides it. It gets rid of the dimples that are formed on the skin, therefore making the skin appear nicer. It does not get rid of the cellulite or the fat. The fat's still there, but their skin just looks nicer. So this is probably an option for people who've got very advanced terminal cellulite, that they have no realistic chance of getting rid of it in any other way apart from using this procedure. Another recent fad, surgical fad, is injecting fat into the cellulite area. So you might be thinking, oh, I thought fat was the problem in the first place. Why would you be injecting more fat into the problem? It doesn't make any sense. The idea is, by injecting fat into where the cellulite is, you even out the skin texture and appearance, therefore hiding the fact that there's cellulite there in the first place. Again, this is an option for people with very advanced terminal cellulite, and it's a bit like if you see a road with potholes, and instead of relaying the whole road, you basically fill the potholes with tarmac just to get rid of, just give it an even appearance. It's a crude example analogy, but it's a bit like that. There's one huge downside to this procedure, and that is that the fat may move in the future. Your body is not a statue, things move about. So the fat that you injected today might move somewhere else tomorrow. And what are you going to do? You're going to nail it with a hammer and nail and tell it not to move? This is the main reason I would advise against using this procedure. Another surgical procedure is a liposuction, and I would 100% advise against this. In fact, if anyone comes to you and says, do you want to have some liposuction with me today? Just turn around and do your best Usain Bolt impression. Just don't go there. The liposuction is basically when you go under the skin layer and you attempt to scrape off or melt the fat which is causing the cellulite. And from the reviews I've seen from users, from experts, everywhere I've been, is that it makes the cellulite worse. And I've seen very few people who've come in and said, oh, this has actually got rid of my cellulite, or it's made a dramatic improvement. So don't go there. That's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. The link to my other video, to my other cellulite video, is in the description below or on my playlist. Subscribe, leave any comments, share. Take care. See you soon.